people of the internet? I'm AJ, and you know why you're here because you clicked on this video, so make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and whack the notification wherever it might be so you guys know when I post, and make sure to follow the links in the description box down below so you guys see all my other fun social medias and all the other fun stuff I do on there, and let's get right into the video. Okay, so number one, first thing is going to be the amount of sleep you get at night. If you want to wake up at 6 in the morning, you can't go to bed at 2 in the morning. You're going to get 4 hours of sleep, you're going to be tired, you're going to want to fall back to bed. So if you want to wake up at 6 a.m., figure out how many hours of sleep you need to get at night, whether that be like 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever the number may be. Figure out how far back you need to go. So if it's 6 a.m., 8 hours would be 10. If it's 7 hours, then it'd be 11, and so on. So figure out when you need to get to bed, so figure out how you can arrange your schedule so you can actually get to bed at the right time so you can wake up at the right time. Because if you can't figure that out, then yes, the morning routine is going to be extremely hard for you because you're going to bed at 2 a.m., waking up at 6, and expecting to have a full day's worth of energy. That is impossible. Why do you think you can do that? No, secondly speaking, I would just like to point out that whenever I first wake up, I roll onto my side and then I check my phone. That whole thing about, guys, don't check your phones first thing in the morning because it's bad for you. Social media, if you're looking at that first thing in the morning, then yeah, it can be bad if you're looking at the news or something, but we live in a world of technology. So there's no point in telling someone, don't look at your phone first thing in the morning. Go make your bed. Go do this thing, go do that thing, No, okay? I kind of made my bed. Does this count as making my bed? If so, then yeah, I make it every morning, but I really just throw the sheets up there, okay? Basically, if you're going to check your phone first thing in the morning, just make sure you're doing something productive on it. If you want to do reading, whether it be for religious reasons or just for knowledgeable reasons or for entertainment reasons, read a book on your phone first thing in the morning. Maybe do a word game. I have a game that I play on my phone to help get my brain up and running. I don't check social media first. And I think that's the big issue is people say, don't check your phone first thing in the morning, but they're relating that to don't check the news first thing in the morning and don't check your social media first thing in the morning because those are the two big things where you could get completely sucked into that for hours on end. Basically, by doing that, you wake up your brain in a way where you're not basically getting sucked into the world of social media yet. Another thing, this step you guys probably aren't going to like, but you have to know it anyways. After I check my phone for a few minutes, and by a few minutes I mean more like 10, but hey, I tend to do a stretch routine in the morning to help get my body warmed up to start the day. If you want to do yoga, that's perfectly fine. If you want to do some sort of religious devotional, that's cool too. If you have some sort of other thing, if you want to listen to a podcast, I don't podcast, okay? I need the visual and I need the sound, but if you want to listen to a podcast after you wake up in the morning and do your informational thing or whatever, be my guest. Find some sort of a thing that can really get you out of bed because you need to get out of bed at some point. I tend to have a stretch routine that I do and I'm working on getting to my splits, so if you guys want to check out the I do have a list of videos of different skills I've tried to accomplish. I mean, hey, if that's your goal thing where you're trying to like get the splits, then great, that's your motivation to wake up more. You check your phone, also you're doing a stretch routine and try to get your splits. Okay, you're trying to gain back flexibility, great, so do some sort of yoga or stretch routine to gain back flexibility in the morning. Find something that you can improve on yourself in the morning to then help get you out of bed. I think the final step is going to be, don't put too much pressure on yourself to have this routine established within the first 24 hours. Because if you are someone who wakes up at 10 in the morning and now you want to wake up at 6 a.m. and you're just like switching like that, of course you're going to fail on the first day. As if you're used to waking up at 10 a.m., you're probably going to sleep around 2 or 3 in the morning. And so now waking up at 6 a.m., you're only getting like 3 to 4 hours of sleep. So basically what you have to do is slowly train yourself to go back, whether it be like increments of 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour every single week or every single month or however long it may take you. Just don't put too much pressure on yourself to establish a routine right off the bat right away because it's not going to work out the way you're going to want it to. And you're going to give up so very easily. It's going to be so hard to get back into that routine thing again. Why do you think people make New Year's resolutions to go to the gym? They go to the gym for about 2 weeks and they just stop after that because it ends up being way too hard for them because you're finding people who never work out a day in their life and all of a sudden they're like, I'm going to hit the gym 7 days a week. How do you get from point A to point B like that? You don't. You don't, and that is why you need to have baby steps. So don't be afraid to take things one step at a time because that is how you're going to accomplish a routine, is if you ease your way into it. Nobody runs a marathon their first day, they train up to it. Nobody gets their splits on the first day because they train up to it. If you just decide one day, hey, I'm going to do the splits, and you can't do it within like the first week, then yeah, you're going to give up because you set yourself a goal that you can't even accomplish yet because you don't have the skills to do it. Versus if you've been training for months on end and like gradually got better and better at the splits, you're expecting to like get the splits by the end of the year. That makes more sense. Same thing with the morning routine. If you wake up at 10 a.m. now and you're trying to wake up at 6 a.m., you have to establish baby steps along the way, so hopefully then maybe by like the end of the month, end of a couple months, you're now finally reaching that goal. That's my little TED Talk. Thanks for coming. Figures just put this out as a disclaimer over there. Just because you happen to wake up at 10 in the morning doesn't have to mean anything negative, because it's all about how much sleep you get, I guess, the night before. But I mean, if you're waking up at 10 a.m., you went to bed at 2 a.m., you didn't necessarily get sleep the night before. But hey, if you're waking up at 10 a.m. and you go to sleep at 2 in the morning, as long as you have your routine established there, you're still being productive up until that time that you're going to bed, and you're still being productive for the time you wake up, there shouldn't be an issue with that. Yes, I wake up at 6 a.m. because I like to get my work done early in the morning. Some people might like to get their work done late at night, and that's okay. This video is more so to just help you establish a routine so you can wake up in the morning instead of waking up and going back to bed or being on your phone for 3 hours on end. Have a reason to get up. Have a reason to go do stuff. Become productive. But once again, you can watch as many videos as you want, but you yourself have to be the person that steps out of bed. Because until you actually do it, these videos really just give you the information. You still have to apply it. But anyways, I hope that helps. And just remember that it's more about the hours of sleep you get and getting out of bed rather than if you're an early riser or if you're a late riser, if you get your work done at the beginning of the day or at the end of the day. You're still being productive. It's just a matter of when. Thank you guys so much for watching. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and whack notification over my beast so you guys know when I post. And make sure to follow links in the description box down below so you guys can follow my other social medias and all the other friends I post on there. And I'll see you guys in my next video.